Hello and welcome. We are here, chapter 1125, live reaction. I'm so excited. Thank you. Salutes and chat to everyone who's here. Salutes and chat to everyone who made it. We are here ready to react to the brand new One Piece chapter. You guys know that we reacted to the short summary. We reacted to the long summary, but now it's time for the real deal. We're gonna see Saint Saturn die. We're gonna see him get killed by his own man Imu. We're gonna see Garland get promoted. We're gonna see some Monkey D. Dragon talk. We're gonna see some stuff regarding Vegapunk's guys. Today is a great, phenomenal day. Chapter 1125. This chapter is going to go down in history. Thank you for everyone being. Why are we lagging out already? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Whoa, are we good? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are we good? Chat, are we good? Yes or no? Are we good? Refresh the stream. Are we good? Are we good? Yes or no? How do we lag out right away? We just started. We're good? Yes? Okay. Not good. Yo, everyone spam the chat. Say refresh the stream. Everyone go ahead and spam that, please. You already know who did it. It's the usual suspects, okay? It's who Oda modeled the Celestial Dragons after. Look, anyways, what I was saying is I'm so glad to have you guys here. I hope everyone's having a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. Shout out to Vizwa. Shout out to Sharma. Shout out to Michelangelo. I'm butchering names. Eric Hernandez. Braves. Eunice, welcome in. We got Matilda, welcome to the stream. Salute. Guys, this is going to be a great chapter. This is a groundbreaking moment. We have Garling dying. Or not Garling, Saturn. We have Saturn getting killed. We have Garling being promoted to the status of a Gorosei member. Chat, this is one of the most groundbreaking chapters. When we step back and we look at One Piece, like, yo, what were some of the craziest moments? This is going to be up there. The death of a Gorosei at the hands of Imu, while simultaneously promoting a new person to the Gorosei. And you guys already know how this man Young Smokey has to rock and roll with the $100 super chat going absolute bonkers. I need to see the entire chat spamming the salute, because this man Young Smokey just doesn't stop. He's been doing this for the longest. He just can't seem to stop with this extreme level of generosity. Thank you so much, brother, bro. He says there is a massive difference between Ragnarok scans and TCB. In the TCB scans, Lucci says killed in action for Stussy. In the Ragnarok scans, he says I killed her. Make sure y'all read every scan, including the official ones. Also have a good stream. Enjoy the stream. Thank you so much, Young Smokey, with the hundo bomb. I just can't thank you enough. You know I always say this. I'm excited to read this, bro. I'm excited. Obviously, I read the long summary. I did not look at the Raws. I haven't looked at any of the pages. Someone sent me a page earlier and I had to like dart away. I had to like look away. But thank you, Young Smokey. And you guys need to listen to him. Young Smokey's preaching right now. We need to be reading the actual official translations. And I know you guys, you know, we read TCB, we read Ragnarok scans, we read OP scans, and on Sunday or Monday when the officials drop, we're just like, oh, you know what? I already read the chapter. I don't need to read the chapter again. But that's how you get lost. That's how you get lost in the sauce, because with the official translations, you're getting stuff that's a bit more accurate, you know? And then on top of that, there's been a lot of cases where, because there is an official translation, it actually adds more context. Like I've looked at OP scans, TCB scans, and compared it to Viz, and there's many times where the official translations, not only is it more accurate, but it even adds more context. There will be certain phrases, certain wordings that they'll have in the official that's not visible in the fan translation. So you guys listen to that man Young Smokey, absolute legend. Thank you so much for the hundo bomb. Always going crazy. Thank you, bro. We got Slat Slime, what's good, bro? Twitch Clips, what's good? Maya, what's good? Piran, what's good? My boy L, the one and only L, pushing that St. Charlos agenda. I'm glad to be here, guys. I'm glad to be here. Hopefully we don't accidentally click on the full screen thing I have on Streamlabs and get the stream nuked. All right, let's hope I don't misclick and I just stay on this color right here. Young Goaty. That's what we call him. His name's Young Goaty. Everyone knows this. The streets know him as. Please reconnect. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? What is going on? Like this happens every single chapter reaction. I don't get it. This only happens during the chapter reactions. This has been going on for what, a year now? Every single time. The chapter reactions is a curse. This doesn't even happen to me on a daily basis. This doesn't happen to me during the spoiler streams. Yo, everyone just spam refresh. Hopefully this stops. If this doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting, and hopefully we don't have to go through those extreme lengths. I want to just have a smooth stream, okay, with the game. Reacting to 1125. Guts, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Peanut butter and jelly PBJ. You know, the goated snack, the goated little quick little meal. You know, your go-to when you don't have time and resources, just a PB&J. And we got L with the $2 super chat. Thank you, King. He says, bro is blackballed by the higher ups. I'm telling you, it's just, I'm getting blackballed by the higher ups because why does this happen every single chapter stream? This doesn't happen during the spoiler streams. It didn't happen yesterday or the day before. It's just like the chapter reactions. It's something about it. I don't know. But to anyone who needs a chapter link, my mods are going to be spamming the chapter link throughout the stream. It's going to be in chat. Also, look, I'm not trying to be rude. Listen, I'm not trying to be an asshole. But guys, we're reading the chapter on the same website every single week. Like, think about it. If you've read One Piece, you know, the chapters, you know, the fan translations, it's the same two websites every week. It's either TCB or it's Ragnarok. Come on. Just bookmark it already. Just bookmark TCB. Bookmark Ragnarok scans if you want the quicker chapters. But yeah, thanks to my mods, we're going to be spamming the chapter link all throughout the stream today. Guys, how's everyone doing, chat? How's everyone doing? Can you guys give me an actual legit answer? How are you guys feeling today, chat? Are you guys doing good, great? Please don't say bad. Please don't say awful. Who's at work right now? Who's chilling at home? Who's on vacation? Let me know what you guys are going through right now. Let me know, chat. I'm doing great. You know, it's another day of life. You gotta thank the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. I can't complain. Played a little bit of Factorio. I was playing a little bit of Factorio this morning. To those of you that know about Factorio, you know, like that game is dangerous. Factorio is like meth. Once you start, you can't stop. Never pick up Factorio. If you guys are into the whole like world building, what do you call it? Simulation, organization kind of stuff. Don't get into that game. That game's a curse. In other words, we dumb AF. Hey, listen, the chat might be stupid as fuck, but I'm arguably stupider. I am arguably dumber than the chat, right? And that's saying a lot. Chilling reading this chapter before I go to work. We got Rodri, what's good, bro? Amen, Jin, welcome in. At work, TBH, life been stressful? Hey man, you gotta find the healthy outlets to let go of that stress. You can't let it build up, you know? You gotta make it through. You can't be overwhelmed with all the stresses and all the problems and obstacles in life, be it friends, family, your job, your mission. There's so much going on. But you got to always try to find healthy outlets, because, you know, a lot of people, they just don't have any outlets at all. And then that has all of their emotions, all of like their inner turmoil just bubble up and fester up. And that's just not good. And, you know, a lot of people do have outlets, but they're not healthy outlets. You know, they turn to alcohol, they turn to drugs. It's not good. So I hope the best for you, man. You know, you could always come to me. Who cares if I'm a streamer? I got you, bro. Good, bro, on lunch break. Let's go. Man's on his lunch break. Yo, what are you getting for your lunch break? You better be eating healthy. I better hear a protein bowl. I better hear some steak, some chicken, some rice, some greens, some broccoli. What are you eating, bro? You better not say, oh, I went to McDonald's, bro. I got the hot and spicy, bro. I got the Big Mac, bro. You know I got the large fries, bro. Oreo McFlurry. You better not be on that. Maya with the 2. Thank you so much. Salute, Maya. I greatly appreciate it. Rodri with the 5. Thank you, bro. No, don't tell me thank you, bro. Thank you, Rodri. Thank you. Thank you. And Maya with another 2. Thank you so much. Maya says, love your lives. Hey, I love you. Everyone's supporting, whether you guys are typing in the chat, whether you guys are hitting that like button, or you guys are super chatting. I greatly appreciate it. And listen, you guys know how we rock and roll here. We are not starting this chapter until I see the entire chat saluting. Man, I cannot speak English today. I refuse to start this chapter unless I look at the chat and it's just all salutes. I don't want to see a single message that's not a salute. I don't want to see a thumbs up with a thunderbolt. I don't want to see the salute emoji. I don't want to see anything that's not 07. We will be here all day, chat. I have all day. I have time. Thank you guys for always being there, looking out for each other on YouTube, on the Discord server. That's what we got to do. We're a family. We're an army. We're a militia. We're a mafia. We're the mob. Okay, there we go. See, that's what I mean, chat. That's what I mean. Keep going. More 07s. Why are you spoiling the best parts? Chicken wing neck answered. What do you mean spoiling the best parts? What are you talking about? What's good, chicken wing? I'm not chicken wing. You're chicken wing. We've been over this for the past year. We've established this. We got our boy JR Writer. Welcome back. Salute. Samir, what's good, bro? No Name. Hey, that reminds me of No Face from Spirited Away. Who's watched Spirited Away? Come on. That's one of the most legendary Studio Ghibli movies. Animated movies. Come on, you guys have watched Spirited Away. Howl's Moving Castle. Legendary movie. No Face. I'll never forget the first time I watched Spirited Away. I must have watched it like 15 times by now. Amazing movie. If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. Just go on Reddit, look up free movie websites on Reddit. You'll find a website within 30 seconds. Go watch Spirited Away. We got our boy Lucas. We got Lucas in the chat. I'm Italian, high fan of One Piece. Yo, shouts out to all the Italians in the chat right now. All the Italians in the stream. Yo, chat, one more thing before we start the chapter. One more thing. Everyone drop their location so I could dox you. Let me know what country you guys are from. If you guys are from the US, if you guys are from the States, what state are you from, chat? Let me know where you guys reign from. I'm expecting to see some Texas, some India. You know, we got a lot of Indians. I expect to see, I think last time I asked, there was a few people that said Africa. New York. Jordan, what's good, bro? Sweden. New York City. Ireland. Yo, Ireland, man. Yo, Ireland, you guys are getting... There's a white genocide going on in Ireland right now. Yo, I'm praying for you, Ireland. Because that type of thing, bro, you cannot reverse that. You know, this whole like mass immigration, mass migration thing in the name of diversity, bro, like it creates a conflict between like heritage and, you know, what makes a nation or what makes a country a country. There's no going back. So chat, pray for Ireland. Hashtag pray for Ireland. We got Florida. We got Belgium. We got a chat. I am so sorry what Twitter is doing to you guys right now. What Barry Stanton and all those guys on Twitter are doing, yo, hey man, I can't even blame you guys for fighting back. They're doing you guys dirty. See, this is why, chat, I don't recommend you guys go on Twitter unless you follow me, of course. You know, I gotta be biased real quick. Are we again? Are we off again? Damn, nuked like that. We haven't even started. Chat, are we good? Bro, we barely went live. Already 3 times disconnected. Booting him offline. How? Bruh. We back? Are we back? What is going on? On my PC, it says I didn't even lose Wi-Fi connection. Love from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Yo, chat, are we back? This lag is killing me. Yo, I'm so sorry, but like, it says I have full bars. My Wi-Fi claims I have full bars. Chad, I am just sorry about this. We gotta just persevere. I want to run the troubleshooter on my Wi-Fi right now, but I feel like if I do that, it's gonna fucking cut us off the stream and I'm gonna have to launch a whole new stream. I don't know why this happens. We got Canada, Lucas from Canada. Broadcast software. I lowered the bit rate on Streamlabs not too long ago. And what's crazy is I'm looking at the performance right now. I'm not dropping frames. It even says your stream quality is good. Man, I do need to get on that fiber optic. The Jews are tired of him speaking on their name. They booting him offline. Yo, we got L with the 2. Thank you, L. Is YouTube trying to push us to other OP streamers? No. No. Please no. Chat, I'm going to run a troubleshoot on the Wi-Fi right now. Let's pray that it doesn't end the stream, okay? Let's pray it doesn't end the stream. And as far as the chat being frozen on the screen, it's going to stay like that for a while until it reboots. Troubleshooting couldn't identify the problem. Yo. We ride together, we die together. That's our only option. Because Evil is the #1 OP streamer. No one comes close. Thank you for the kind words and the support. I greatly appreciate it. We're not going to be narcissistic here. We're going to keep being humble. I appreciate the loving words. Thank you. Just don't tell this to other people. Don't tell this to other streamers. It'll be a little offensive. Only stream I'm a watch, bro. Thank you. All right, if you guys can hear me right now, I'm running a troubleshoot. Are we still? I don't even know. Can you guys hear any of this? Am I even live at this point? Rodri said I can vouch for that, G. Evil all the way up. Yo, thank you, Rodri. Young goat. Maybe we should start this chapter before we just completely get nuked off YouTube. Do you guys want to just jump into this? Enough of the stalling. We got Codeman. Welcome back. Drexy, welcome back. Ahmad, welcome back. I think you've been here a few times, correct? Or incorrect? All right, chat, listen. Before I get fucking nuked off YouTube, let's just get into this chapter, okay? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for chapter 1125 live reaction? Garling, Saturn, Emu, and Dragon, are we ready? I think we're ready. I think it's time. I think it's time. No more stalling, no more delay. I think it's time we get into this beautiful chapter. One Piece chapter 1125. What constitutes death? And of course, in the cover story, we have Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 13. Odin Castle to be rebuilt, but Minatomo the carpenter is missing. Chat, you already know where we're going to go with this. We're going to see the Blackbeard Pirates arrive on Wano this arc. If you haven't heard it, now you heard it. If you don't understand, just think about how last cover story we had the Blackbeard Pirates invading Whole Cake Island. We're going to see a repeat of the Blackbeard Pirates stumbling into a cover story. We know that characters like Caribou know the location of Pluton. He's trying to deliver that location to Blackbeard. Okay. We also know that Blackbeard wants to become the Pirate King. Of course, he would want something like an ancient weapon on his side. We know that the island of Wano, housing Pluton, is closer to Hachinosu, Egghead, Winter Island, as opposed to Fishman Island. It's a bit further down. Okay? It seems to me to be very clear that during this cover story, we will be seeing the Blackbeard Pirates, whether it's his crew whether it's Blackbeard himself arriving in the middle of this cover story and causing complete mayhem to grab this ancient weapon. And as I was saying yesterday, I don't actually believe that during this cover story, Oda's going to reveal what Pluton is and what Pluton looks like. I think Oda's going to save that reveal. He's going to save it until Elbaf. And I believe it's going to be on Elbaf, where there's going to be a great Ragnarok war. Blackbeard's going to show up on Elbaf. He's going to use Pluton against the Straw Hats and against the Alliance. That's what I'm expecting with this cover story. As far as Minatomo goes, chat, I don't know what Oda's cooking there.
Let him cook.
I don't know what Oda's cooking there.
Let him cook now.
But as you guys know, Minatomo, this guy with the nails in his nose, this is the same guy that could instantly repair doors on Fuchsia Village, right? It's him, right? Or is that his twin brother? Either way, there's a deep connection between the two. And L with the $5 super chat. Thank you, King. We're gonna be like Brooks' crew jamming while the ship is sinking. Yo, that's a great counter argument to the nuke of the stream, to the I don't know what it's called. No, I don't know what to call it. The tear down, the Wi-Fi, the stream is now offline. That's our counter argument. We're gonna be singing until the ship has sunk. Thank you, L. You're always supporting, always super chatting. I greatly appreciate you, King. We gotta sing some Bink Sake. I gotta actually sit down, L, and learn the full song of Bink Sake. Because all I know is yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. Hey, eventually they're gonna combine the Drums of Liberation with Bink Sake. Come on, chat. You know you've thought of that. Everyone has thought of that. We're going to see the combination of Drums of Liberation intertwined with Bink Sake. And that's going to be a full-fledged orchestra, a full-fledged song. We got our boy John Schwad in the chat. JJ, glad to see you here, bro. Javi Sosa, glad to see you here. If I'm missing anybody else in the chat, let me know. Just say yo, say what's up, say what's good. Apu will be the DJ remixing it. No, bro, we don't fuck with Apu, Lucas. We don't fuck with Apu in this part of town. Apu is not us. He's not gang. He is not affiliated. Apu, that bum. Look at what Oda did to Apu with Zoro last arc. Straight shitting on Apu. We are not Apu believers. All right, chat, let's continue. Let's continue. Because if I don't continue with this chapter, we are going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day trying to react. All right. The first page. What's next for the Marines still left standing? Load the Seraphim as soon as they're charged. As for the weaponized Sea Beast and Mark III Pacifista, oh, Rob Lucci-san, Kaku-san. Okay, chat, do we all agree that the Seraphim are powered by Mother Flame? Chat, do we all agree the Seraphim are powered by Mother Flame? Or is that just a fan theory, or is that mid? Let me know right now. Do you believe, yes or no, that the Seraphim are powered with Mother Flame? Why? We still haven't discovered why it's called Mother Flame in the first place. Any theories on why it's called Mother Flame, chat? We should let King DJ it. Yo, that man King's him. Come on, we know we are King believers. We are King supporters in this channel, in this chat. Yes, no, yes, yes, maybe. What's good, Matt? Apu's one of my most hated characters. Hey, for good reason. Apu's a bum. Wait, where's Stussy-san? Then we got this total bozo Lucci, who is just a total bootlicker. Top 1 bootlicker to the Celestial Dragons. This bum, he doesn't even have a dream. His whole character is kill, kill, kill. He was promoted for no reason. He has almost no depth to his character. I love Celestial Dragons more. No, I love Celestial Dragons more. No, I love Celestial Dragons more. No, I love Celestial Dragons more. This is like watching American politics. I love Israel more. No, I love Israel more. No, I love Israel more. I'm gonna send them billions of dollars. I'm gonna suck their boot. That's just Rob Lucci in Green Bull. Just D1 bootlickers. D1 bootlickers. They sold their soul. If Rob Lucci existed in real life, he would definitely be funded by APAC. What's good, Artie? The Marines are charging the Seraphim. It's not just the Mother Flame. All right, well, what are they charging them with, huh? A butt plug? What is charging the Seraphim? What is the energy source? Because it seems like Seraphim haven't really been a thing in the story until Mother Flame came into existence, or was at least brought back into existence by characters like Vegapunk. If it's not Mother Flame powering the Seraphim, what's powering the Seraphim? Yo, listen, I'm sipping on Lucci tears all day, every day. I don't care. Enies Lobby is probably my favorite arc if we're not counting Egghead. I love Enies Lobby. But Lucci is just not that good of a character. He's just not good. Like, people give him, like, a lot of support because, like, he has a decent character design. And then on top of that, he was a major antagonist in Enies Lobby. Aside from that, does it really matter? Like, what would it take for Lucci to get on your good side? Okay, easy. If Oda wanted to put Lucci on my good side in terms of me liking the character, give him actual motives and dreams. His entire character is just bootlicking celestial dragons. There's no motive. There's no dream. That's what I like most in a character. What is your dream? What is your mission? Like, what is a man? Yo, to all the 2 women watching the stream, what is a man without a goal? What is a man that isn't on his journey, that's not on his path? I know there's probably 2, 3 girls watching the stream, and then everyone else is a dude. Straight sausage fest. To the girls here, do you want to be with a man without a single goal, without a single dream, some form of passion or journey? He has nothing. He's nothing. And you know, look at Robin. Her dream is to red pill the masses, to learn about the ancient kingdom. Zoro's dream, world's strongest swordsman. He has no dream. I agree with your take on Lucci. He's hate-worthy, and I don't understand Chad Lucci fans. There's a Chad Lucci? Man, I think Akainu is a better villain than this guy. Come on. Akainu has at least a little bit more depth. He was promoted for a good reason. He defeated Aokiji, and his whole motive is, I want to run the Marines. I want the Marines to be strong. I want to stomp out the pirates. But, like, Lucci's literally just kill, kill, kill. You guys remember Enies Lobby? Kill, kill, kill. All right, let's continue, chat. Let's continue. Normal plugs. Electricity exists in One Piece like the lamps. What? Okay, show me a lamp in One Piece powered by electricity, because all these lamps are powered by fire and wind. Evil is gonna get married to Ivankov? Bro, don't play me like that. Don't test me like that. I am not... Bro, are you trying to get me canceled? Cause fuck it, I'll say how I really feel, and I'll get myself canceled. Bro, I am not getting with Ivankov. That's just, I don't play for that team. I'm not on that side of the fence. I like biological women, okay? I said it. I'm not getting with an Ivankov, all right? And to those people that, you know, have to switch teams and stuff, whatever. But that's just not what I dig, you know? And that's just me. That's just me. Morally heated. Morally, I don't know, man. Hey, whatever. Let them do their thing, I guess. But see, nowadays, bro, you gotta make sure to ask for the baby pictures. What was your legal name when you were born? Oh man. You sound effeminate, though. You're lucky that word is a little too complicated for me. I watched one ad and y'all talking about Ivankov. Wasn't there an electronic equipment in the government lab when Kaido went to see King? Was there? Tell me the chapter number. All right, chat, we're not going to get into the trans debate, okay? We're not here to talk about trans people. We're here to read One Piece, okay? Stop it, chat. I blame you. Whoever fucking started that, said that Ivankov comment, it's your fault. We obtained everything we set out for. With York Punk Records and the power station in hand, we have secured access to the eternal mother flame. That would result, or that, geez, I cannot read or speak English today. That result would have been more than adequate, but we had one critical hiccup. We're terribly sorry, sir. Look at his long neck. It is a disgrace that we failed to capture Jewelry Bonnie and the Straw Hat crew. Even with our grand Busterkoff fleet, the 9 of us vice admirals couldn't get the job done. Please give us leave to pursue them at Elbaf. No, forget Elbaf. Yo, see, this is why you get your pack smoked. Saturn, this is exactly why you get your pack smoked. You suck. You're not letting your army finish the job. You couldn't even finish the job. You were getting toyed around by Joy Boy. You allowed Vegapunk to send his message to the masses. No wonder you got your pack smoked. No, forget Elbaf. If that was Akainu, he would have said, yo, go after them. Chase them to Elbaf. Chase them to the ends of the earth. But this rabbi, he just wants to say, no, forget Elbaf. The failure to which I refer is far more dire. Allowing Vegapunk's message to get played was an unexpected disaster. It's your fault. It's your fault, Saturn. If you weren't such a bum, if you weren't such a pushover, Mr. I'm working for the king of the world. I'm one of the 5 most powerful people of the government. I sold my soul to Satan. If you actually had the guts, the power, and the desire to take down Joy Boy, you would have took him down. Maybe, because I don't think Luffy has the chance to outright defeat or kill a Gorosei. He can't figure it out. These Gorosei members, they just keep getting back up. They get back up. They get back up. Luffy's not ready to take down a Gorosei. So Saturn, you suck. You suck, Saturn. We need L Saturns in the chat. Let me get some Latterns in the chat. Because this isn't Wattern. This isn't W Gorosei. L Gorosei. L Saturn. Link to Lattern. Aaron, I'm not even going to read what you just said. I'm not even going to read that out loud. A Vice Admiral got one-shotted by Frankie. Okay, but that's a Vice Admiral. I'm talking Gorosei. I am talking Gorosei. These guys are ass. Aren't they supposed to be like some of the strongest people? Not to mention, that Iron Giant surfacing to aid in the pirates' escape is ironic, really. Yeah, it's ironic because every One Piece fan was saying, Oda, take us to Elbaf, take us to Elbaf, take us to Elbaf. And Oda said, you know what? You keep asking me to take you to Elbaf. How about this? How about I take Elbaf to you? I'm not going to bring you to Elbaf just yet. I'm going to bring Elbaf to you. And what did he do? He brought back Dory. He brought back Bragi. He brought back Oimo. He brought back Kashi. He brought all the giants. Talking about Nika and Joy Boy. Put them on a ship to rescue the Straw Hats. St. Charles for Gorosei. Hey, L. You know, me and you, I have to lead that agenda alongside you. I know you're the one doing all the talking, but if I'm the one being all compared to St. Charles, then St. Charles for Gorosei, okay? Kill Jupiter next. Kill the worm. Lamest design I've ever seen. Send Jupiter to Elbaf, let him fail, kill him, and replace him with St. Charles, okay? St. Charles for Gorosei, I'm here for it. Thank you for the super chat. Roughly 200 years ago. But St. Saturn, we've already received orders to scrap it. I will take responsibility should this be uncovered. Now do as I bid and study it thoroughly. Really? This is the true future. I am certain they will ultimately prove to be a great asset to our military might. Chat, I'm telling you, this is just like UFOs. This is just like UFOs in real life world. UFOs, UAP, non-human technology, whatever you want to call it. This is just like UFOs. Look at Brazil Varginha. Look at the Lonnie Zamora incident. Look at the US Nimitz. Especially Brazil Varginha. We know that American helicopters and jets flew into Brazil without any warning. They grabbed something. The Brazilian military were seen on the streets. They blocked off a whole street with a hospital. They put a big black box into the hospital, walked back out with the box. Some fishy stuff going on. It's just like real life. These guys, these defense contractors, CIA, Office of Global Access, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, they have UFO technology. They have it. And they don't want to release it to the public because then it's gonna disrupt the whole free energy crisis, or I guess the gas oil industry in the Middle East. It's gonna disrupt it. But not only that, you also have the idea that the government has been lying to the people the past 100 years, lying to our face, discrediting people, killing people, silencing people. That's like one of the biggest reasons why they can't release it. And they want to use this UFO technology to increase their military might, just like what Oda did in 1125. These defense contractors, I'm looking at you, Lockheed Martin, I'm looking at you, Boeing, Raytheon. They have these UFOs partly because they want to reverse engineer the UFOs. They want to reverse engineer the UAPs to make America even stronger in terms of military technology. And it's just like One Piece. It's just like Saint Saturn and the Gorosei. They grab E-Myth. They probably don't even know where E-Myth came from. And they want to study it. They want to learn about it to make their military stronger. What's good, Gambit? Welcome in. Zedeko, what's good? Well, if they have UFO technology, they would know how to travel through space without any problems. So here's the thing. I don't want to go too deep into the UFOs because I do want to read the chapter. But here's the thing, right? There's a big argument to be made that UFOs crash because it's a charity zone. Like these UFOs, not all of them, but some of them, they crash on purpose. They're drones and they crash so that us humans can grab the UFOs and reverse engineer it and see if we can figure it out. It's like a charity. Another thing is that no matter how good your technology is, there's still a level of failure. You can't make perfect technology. At some point, it fails. Especially if you're going across the galaxy, you're going across the universe, you don't know what you're going to run into. They don't know what they're going to be expecting on Earth with our conditions, with our radars, with our EMPs. They don't know what we have to the fullest extent. So there's a lot of arguments to be made that there's good reasons that they crash, especially if there's biological entities controlling these UFOs. They could be sick. They could get disoriented and crash. We can't assume that like UFOs are created from one group and the UFOs themselves have a 0% failure rate, that they're controlled by robots. Bro, we don't know, you know? But what we do know is that they're crashing. But anyways, I don't want to get too deep on the UFOs. Let's continue with the chapter, guys. Let's continue with this peek. Thank you for the opportunity. It would have been a shame to junk such an exciting specimen. Yeah, bro, this is just like Brazil UFO incident, Varginha alien incident all over again. Guys, go look into Majestic 12. These guys right here, these scientists, it's just Majestic 12. It remained dormant for 200 years, and yet it clearly moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy. So, you guys, you know what's another interesting thing is this chapter now confirms that Saturn was around 200 years ago. Not only does it confirm Saturn was around 200 years ago as a saint, he also has the scar on his face. So, you know, we looked at God Valley, but God Valley was only 40 years ago. Like we saw Saturn at God Valley, but 40 years ago. Whereas this chapter is showing us Saint Saturn 200 years ago. Some interesting stuff, guys. And if you guys want my thoughts on E-Myth, I don't want to go too deep on this because again, I want to focus on the chapter as well as I've explained this on several streams. I believe that E-Myth was being held at Fishman Island. I believe when Joy Boy was dying and when he left this earth, he left the Tamate Bako box, and in that box had the pills that Hody Jones had, but it also had the Nika fruit. And then it outside the box, it had the Road Poneglyph, it had Joy Boy's Apology, it had Noah's Ark, and it had E-Myth. Because if you guys remember earlier in Egghead Island, when they were talking about how E-Myth powered up 200 years ago and attacked Marijois, Oda went out of his way to have characters like Nami say like, hey, 200 years ago, isn't that when the fishmen got their rights? Like, I'm telling you, Oda's not going to go out of his way to say something like that unless there was a connection. So I think the reason that Oda went out of his way to talk about how Fishman Island residents got their rights at the same time E-Myth powered up is because there's a clear connection between E-Myth and the Fishman Island residents. You know, so I think E-Myth, he was being stored at Fishman Island. And the reason that the world government wasn't able to go and discover E-Myth is because Fishman Island has been exiled. You know, no one really goes there that often. Yeah, Garp goes there, but you know, that's why Fishman Island was able to have a Road Poneglyph. That's why Fishman Island was able to have Joy Boy's Apology on a Poneglyph, Noah's Ark, Poseidon. It's because the Fishman residents were exiled. So, you know, I would argue that E-Myth was at Fishman Island, and one thing led to another. The Fishmen got their rights, E-Myth powered up, and he went and fought Marijois. This great chat, the stream running smooth like butter. All right, great. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see the stream's running good. Chat, are we good, chat? Are we good? Is everyone enjoying the stream? Hit the like button, drop a yes in chat, drop a salute if you're enjoying the stream. Saint Saturn, as a humble and loyal soldier of the government, I have one question weighing on my mind. You said allowing Vegapunk's message to get out was a failure. Does that imply there was some truth behind his remarks? Saturn's getting angry. This guy's starting to sweat bullets, and bam, he's dead. He got his pack smoked. RIP, chat. Can we get F's? F's in chat for Doberman. F's in chat for Vice Admiral Doberman. He's done. My boy Greg, how's it going, bro? How you doing? Greg, when I end the stream, I might go get me a pub sub, man. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I need some food, chat. Doberman, you see, you're asking the wrong questions, my guy. You're asking the wrong questions. You're trying to give Vegapunk some clout? You're trying to add some credence behind Vegapunk's message? You know Saturn doesn't, you know Saturn's not going for that. Saint Saturn is a gatekeeper. He's another word, but I'm not going to say it. He's a celestial dragon. He's an elite. JR Writer with the 2, thank you, bro. Doberman been an L since Eddie's lobby. Rip though, yo, RIP that boy Doberman. L. Doberman. You see, this is what you get for being a Marine. This is what you get for being a Vice Admiral. Garp gets the pass because he's always talking trash to the Gorosei and the world government. But you're not really talking trash. You're not really one of the good guys. So you know what? Get your pack smoked. If it makes you feel better, Saturn's about to get his pack smoked. Doberman, you might actually live. There's a chance of Doberman living, but Saturn, as far as I understand from the long summary, he's dead. We need a medic! Medic! My leg! Slap one of them awake! Vice Admiral! Puff, 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 puff. Chat, puff, puff. Puff, puff, pass. Inside the lab. Huh? What's happening? Sky clouds? Not good. Yo, we don't... York. We are not rocking with you. We're not rocking and rolling with you anymore. You're a snitch. You're a backstabber. You're a celestial dragon bootlicker. You're trying to sell your soul to the celestial dragons. You're trying to stand in the middle of that magic circle with that star of Remphan, and you're trying to sell your soul and join the celestial dragons. You're not on our team anymore. You betrayed Stella. You are an opposition. You are my opponent. I need to see some Lorks. I need to see L York in chat, because this is a bigger L than Doberman. Yeah, like, sure, Doberman has been an L since Enies Lobby, JR Raider, you're right. You're correct. But York is a backstabber. We can't trust York. This op. She needs to get her pack smoked out of any character. They aren't stopping. Why is the Cloud Factory going haywire? It must be Edison. That damn fool. He couldn't just roll over and die in the Fabrio Stratum, could he? See, now not only did she betray Stella, betray the Vegapunks, betray Egghead Island, but now she's trying to grab a gun to shoot somebody, shoot the factory. Guys, and just like how I've been saying for months now, this Cloud Factory, that Vegapunk bottle creating clouds, creating the artificial clouds. Guys, the runner-up theory, the highest theory, the most probable case for Uranus in my eyes, seems to be a floating cloud that can move around and be piloted just like with Arya. Uranus is a flying cloud that shoots Mother Flame, okay? Join the ship. Join the ship while you still can. Become a part of the Uranus cloud crew. I see a lot of foreshadowing, especially since this chapter, there's going to be a connection between the Vegapunks and with Arya. It seems like to me, you have the Uranus ancient weapon is either going to be a UFO, a flying alien craft, or it's going to be a flying sky island cloud. Just like with Arya. If you guys remember, post time skip, Return to Sabaody, Return to Shabandi arc, or Return to Shabandi Island. Do you guys remember how the residents of Witharia got on their Witharia cloud and they piloted it all the way to Sabaody? And they made it shoot rain and thunder? I think that's going to be foreshadowing Uranus, chat. Do a collab with Psy and Parvision. Hey, go ask them. Go ask them. I haven't talked to Psy before. I don't think Parvision likes me because, chat, I don't even want to announce this. Look, I'm just going to answer your question. I don't think Parvision likes me anymore, you know? Because I'm naming the Jew. I did the Palestine charity stream. I don't think he likes me anymore. Elon creating rockets is a joke to us. What do you mean by that? This chapter has some of Oda's darkest panels. I haven't gotten to them yet, but I can't wait to see, because I think those dark panels you're referring to is Saint Saturn. Sai said he would be down. Sai's awesome, and Sai's stream would be lit. Maybe we could get together and do a spoiler stream, because you guys know I love me some spoilers. I think he loves him some spoilers too. Heh, bingo. Then we got York shooting. Man, put the gun down, York. Didn't you just see what happened? Chat, did you guys see that school? I don't know if I'm even allowed to say the full phrase. Did you guys see that school bing, bing, bing? It's some sad stuff. We have a mental health crisis in America. Boom. Damn it, I've been played. Of course you got played. You're an op. You are from now on, York, you're a wannabe Vegapunk. You are a wannabe Vegapunk. Sai is dope, but he loves trash characters like Akaido, Gecko Moria, Lucci, and the Vice Admiral. What, Doberman? FBI interviewed him and determined Dad could keep everything under lock and key. Then this happened. Dude, you know the FBI, man. They were under our radar. Every single time. They were on our radar. Look at what happened with Trump. Rumble. He's taken Punk Records. So now we see Punk Records floating into the sky. Chat, what do you think's going to happen with that? Chat, what do you guys think is going to happen with Punk Records floating away? I think Punk Records is going to be turned into the internet. Punk Records is going to become the World Wide Web. The Vegapunk's Stella is going to become the new Siri, Alexa, ChatGPT. They're going to turn it into the World Wide Web. We know that at the beginning of Egghead, at the beginning of the explanation to Punk Records, what he was describing, what Stella was describing, was the World Wide Web, where everyone could connect to it. It would be a hub of information. It'd be a source of information. I think they're just going to turn it into the internet. Stop spoiling, Evil. You snitch. Hey, Evil. Brother, and gang, for the next live reaction, stop spoilering. Not everyone read full spoilers. Look, I think most people... Alright, chat, who here has read the chapter? I think most people have read the chapter. Look, I apologize. I don't mean to spoil what's going to happen in the chapter. Maybe some of you guys are reading the chapter along with me. I'm sorry if I spoiled you guys. I'm sorry. But I thought like 90% of people here already read the chapter. Because you know me, I'm taking my sweet time getting through this chapter. Respectively, why are you here? Go read the chapter on your own and come back. See, Matilda said me. I think most people read the chapter. But I'm sorry, Chicken Wing Hunt Predator. I apologize. I'll try not to spoil future panels, okay? I haven't read the chapter. I'm reading along. Okay, my bad. I'll try to refrain from talking about the rest of the chapter. I just assume, because like from the past like 50 chapters that I've streamed, most people have finished the chapter before me. You guys don't read at a snail's pace like me. The Holy Land of Marijua. What do you mean? That dimwit Vegapunk couldn't be telling the truth. Yo, my mouse. What's going on with my mouse? Hold on, chat. What you take for energy, man? You look like Joy Boy vibe. Yo, welcome back, Visor. Welcome back. People need to read them before going into a stream. Hey, look, let's not be too mean to our friend Hunt Predator, aka Chicken Wing. Let's not be too harsh on him. I know he has some choice words. He has some choice words for me, but it's okay, Hunt Predator. I still love you. What do you mean that dimwit Vegapunk couldn't be telling the truth? What is Akainu doing? He still hasn't done anything about Kuma's escape. Besides, the world sinking doesn't affect us. Look at this celestial dragon. Man. Celestial dragons are just so repulsive. People with like this god complex. We are the gods of the world. We reign over the peasant cattle. We are the gods. We are God's chosen people. These celestial dragons, man. Like, can we just put our allegiances and bias to the side real quick? This god complex, it's bad. It's rotten to the core. We are gods of the world. We are God's chosen people. We don't like the pirates. We don't like the Goyim, the Gentiles. Bro, I can't stand with it. I can't stand it, and I can't stand with it. And then they all have like this goofy hair, goofy mustache. Look at his nose. The god complex. And it's like rooted into like their beliefs. It's rooted into their culture. They all walk around saying the same thing. We are gods. We're God's chosen people. Like, bro. See, and then like on top of that, those are the people with all the power in the banks, the centralized banks, the media, Hollywood, world government influence, politics. They have their own holy land. Chat, I'm describing One Piece, by the way. Take your mind off of other things. I'm talking about One Piece. This is the one win for the Celestial Dragons I approve. When in doubt, blame Akainu. See, they always got to deflect. They don't have any sense of responsibility. They don't have any level of accountability. It's everyone's fault except their own, okay? And you know what? They have like this classical idea of every accusation is a confession. Hey, a Dawn of Ascension, I know you're watching the stream. Wow. How does this saying go? How does the saying go? Blame those, blame those that do. Wait. It's something like those who say others do are the ones doing the doing. How does it go again? Anyways, that's exactly what they do. Celestial worms. Ah, man. What is with these scraps? You buffoon of a chef. I ordered beef. Why did you serve me fish? I'm so terribly sorry, your worship. Our stocks have dwindled. This is unheard of. Look at them. Bro gets served fish instead of meat because they had their food supplies diminished. It reminds me of the Allied powers in WW2. You guys remember how the Allied powers in WW2 was bombing the food supplies? Come on, Dragon. You are on your Allied powers type beat. Because now look, they're starving. Oh, poor them. They gotta eat fish. Hey, chat, is that intentional? The chef has 5 stars on his arm. Is that like 5-star Michelin chef? Is that what is Oda? Is that what you mean? Gordon Ramsay? That guy looks like he's blonde. Is that Gordon Ramsay? I know Gordon Ramsay doesn't really have a mustache, but hey, 5-star Michelin chef, chat. You got Ramsay in One Piece code, man. You got Ramsay. So let me get this straight. He got served fish instead of beef, so he gets shot and killed. Oh man. Dragon got his chef killed, or this chef killed. He did. I mean, like, it's despicable, but can we even be surprised? This food issue has gone too far. Bro, you look like you need to lay down on the food, my guy. You have at least 2 chins. I see them. The last thing you need to be worrying about is food, bro. That chef, you know what? Maybe the chef could take some blame. You should have put some more veggies on his plate because I not only missed the meal yesterday, I wasn't allowed any snacks. See, chat, we got to stay away from the sin of gluttony. I've been there. We've all been there, especially if you're American. Trust me, we've all been there. Chat, I've been through the worst of the worst, chat. At one point in my life, bro, DoorDash was king. I was ordering Dunkin' Donuts every morning. I was getting that Popeyes, that Chipotle, Big Mac. It was bad. Milkshakes, cheesecake. Chat, you guys could go back to my old videos. I'm ashamed. We've all been there. I've been there. We just got to be careful with the sin of gluttony. It's not good. Like, isn't heart disease one of the leading causes of death? Unacceptable. Treated like a common street rat. Oh, man. Is there a famine? Will we starve? We must sentence whoever's responsible to death. No, that's not enough. The negligent scum responsible should be tortured for their mismanagement. Oh, man. You know, celery's okay. I'm not really a fan of celery. I do like fruits and vegetables. I love broccoli. I love spinach. I love apples, mangoes. I'm just not the biggest fan of celery. You know, it doesn't taste disgusting. It's just like, I'd rather eat something else. Yo, Antoine, don't try me like that, bro. Don't try me like that. You know I don't play for that team. At one point in my life, I was eating DoorDash every day for a month. Hey, I'm telling you, I could speak on that because I've been there. You guys know I've been there. But, you know, I want to influence you guys to live happier lives, man. When you're healthy, when you're eating right, you're happier. Like, think about it. What you're putting into your body is extremely important. Think about it. Like, you're putting it into your body. Like, you're digesting it. Don't you think we should be a little bit more careful what we're putting into our body? We only have one body. We only have 2 arms. We only have 2 legs. We got to be careful with what we're putting in our body. You know, they say our body is our temple. So I'm not trying to talk down on anybody here. I don't want you guys thinking I'm trying to make you guys feel bad. I'm just speaking how I feel, okay? I'm just giving my opinions, and it comes from a place of good heart. I'm coming from a good heart, okay? Don't take this the wrong way. Like, Evil hates me. He's calling me a fat ass. Don't take it so serious, okay? I just want you guys to be healthy and good, okay? I want to be that voice of reason because I genuinely care for people that support me. So eat better, chat. I get lazy as shit with the time it takes to cook. I know, man. I understand, bro. Nowadays, bro, I don't want to fucking sit there for hours trying to get all these ingredients and put them on the pot and all this stuff, bro. Too much work. Chicken, rice, broccoli, done. I don't want to be doing all that extra stuff, bro. I'm going to put that on my girl. My girl could do the cooking. I'll cook the theories. She cooks the food. It's just a joke. Calm down. I'm kidding. Mind over matter. People can get chronic constipation because of ignorance and gluttony. Yeah, I mean, again, heart disease. Now that I'm older, my body has been through a lot of damage now, though. I feel great. Hey, you can always get rejuvenated. Just increase your protein intake, lower your sugar intake. If you're a grown man, you shouldn't be ingesting more than 36 grams of sugar per day. You want to get at least 70 grams of protein, I would recommend, depending on your body weight, your BMI, like probably more or less. But just do that. Drink a lot of water, get some sunlight. Try to walk around, buy some dumbbells. You know, every small step adds up. In the real, though, I think the man marked by flames was a former Gorse. Huh, that's interesting. Chat, what do you think about that? Antoine says he thinks the man marked by flames was a former Gorse. I think it's Loki, and we'll talk about that later because I've spoken on that for a while. But we need to continue, guys, because this chapter's getting good. This chapter's getting good. We got Saint Figurling Garling. The Room of Authority. Garling, what do you think you're doing here? New orders have been bestowed upon me. Yo, I like that wording. He's like all elegant. He's talking like a real holy knight. New orders have been bestowed upon me. By your highness, I give thanks to thee for thy grace. New orders from whom? What are you saying, Garling? Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Yo, that reminds me of the fucking, you know, those dudes riding around in the Ford F-150s, the pickup trucks. They got the MAGA sticker at the back. Tread lightly. Do not tread. Tread lightly. You forget yourself. The Vegapunk known as York shall henceforth be under my purview, as I was just named the new Defense Science Warrior Guy. New Gorosei. Look, he's taking the shades off. He's taking the shades off. Chat, you know what he just said? You know, he said, the Vegapunk known as York shall henceforth be under my purview, as I was just named the new Defense Science Warrior Guide. Oh, yo, I gotta have this on. Chat, shit's getting serious. Shit is getting serious. Rashad, welcome in, brother. I'm glad to see you. It's getting serious. As I was just named the new Defense Science Warrior God. Don't tell me the world is heading for turmoil at an unprecedented level of rebellion. An unprecedented level of rebellion is imminent. Let us work together to better the world, my fellow elders. 5 elder planets, Saint Figurling Garling, Defense Science Warrior God. Can we get a W, Garland? Can we get some Warlings in the chat, guys. This is important. This is pivotal. We have a new Gorse member. Do you understand how huge this is? I don't think you guys understand. We've known about the Gorse since Jaya. Do you know how long ago Jaya was? Since Jaya, over 700 chapters ago. Knowing the Gorse, the 5 old, I almost said the word, you know the word. These 5 old people in power with the stars, the Holy Land, the ethnic cleansing, the Nakba. Bro, and we have a new one joining the Gorse. We have a new member, chat. This is gonna go down as one of the most important chapters in the entire story. To see a new Gorse member, I don't think people understand how important that is. We've spent so much time getting to see these 5 elders. Every time Luffy gets a new bounty, every time something crazy in the world happens, when Marineford ends, we always see these same 5 old guys get together, they have a meeting, they work for Emu, now one of them's getting replaced, now one's getting promoted. This is some game-changing stuff. This is a game changer. So Shanks' brother is now the supreme leader of the Holy Knights. I don't know, man. I might say that Shanks' brother is a twin, or probably doesn't even exist, but his father is Garling. I think Garling is the father of Shanks. Chat, let me know if there had to be a connection between Garling and Shanks. Would you say it's his brother, or would you say it's his father, chat? What would you say? I would say father. I would say father. He looks a bit older. You know, you can argue that young Garling on God Valley looks like modern day Shanks. I think it's the father. Garling, you are the father. Father makes more sense. Maybe uncle, father. Watch Lucci Watch Lucci gonna lead the Knights. Yeah, I'm interested to see who leads the Holy Knights. It might just end up being one of the current members that gets promoted or something. I don't know. What's the chance that Garling remains the Supreme Commander while simultaneously being a Gorse member? Chat, also, what chair is that? Oh, he's just in a regular chair. It looked like he was in a new chair, like a special chair. Shanks is a Garling clone. I think it's because they're biologically related, man. They are biologically related. And we've been saying this for years and years and years and years, that Shanks is going to be connected to a high-ranking celestial dragon, and Buggy's going to be related to Roxy Zebek, and that's going to make them perfect parallels and inversions to each other. We knew, and we called how Shanks was going to be found in a treasure chest on God Valley. We called that. And we talked about before we even knew that Shanks was found and that he's a possible figureland way before the Kuma flashback. We called how the reason why Shanks is able to talk to the Gorse in the Room of Authority is because Shanks has figureland Garling blood. I think that's the greatest reason why. I think it was Shanks. It wasn't his twin. It wasn't his father and his uncle. I think it was Shanks talking to the Gorse about Blackbeard to parallel the first part of the story. You know, being a pirate, they need to be worried about. And the only reason that they allowed Shanks to talk to them is because Shanks has the blood of a figureland. Whereas Doflamingo, he only had the blood of a homing. Don Quixote homing. Like who? Literally who? Homing was nothing in the Celestial Dragons. He was a nobody. But Garling has been an integral member of the world government. He's been an integral member of the Celestial Dragons. He was the Supreme Commander. He was working on God Valley. And Garling never left Marijois, or he never left the Celestials, unlike Homing. So I think the reason that Shanks is able to speak to the Gorse is simply because his father, uncle, grandpa, whatever, is Garling. That's my leading theory. If you guys agree, say yes. If you disagree, say no. Because I think this whole thing of twin Shanks is a little too far. This whole thing of Shanks warning the Gorse about Luffy, no. I think it's paralleling the beginning of the story. Just like how he warned Whitebeard about Blackbeard, he's going to be warning the Gorse about Blackbeard. And we know that the Gorse, like we as the audience, we know that they're not going to take Blackbeard serious because that's typically what characters in One Piece do. And no one listens to Shanks. Garling has 1,000, or what is that, 10 million aura? Yeah, Garling is him. Mjosgard's him. If we're talking about, you know, being a good guy, being a nice guy, Mjosgard's him. Shout out to that boy Mjosgard. Oh, also, before we move on in the chapter, guys, can we just get some salutes? One final salute. I want to see everyone spam 07. Everyone spam salute. Spam the salute for Garling being a new member of the Gorsei. Chat, this is, we gotta salute him. This is some crazy stuff. I mean, everyone likes Garling. Be real. Most people like Garling ever since he was introduced, especially all the fangirls when they saw young Garling on God Valley. You know, all the fangirls and like, oh my God, he's so hot. You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. Theories: I hate Shanks is evil and Crocomom theory, and Rocks being Dragon's dad. Yo, Young Smokey, you really are a supporter because I hate those theories too. Shanks is evil? No, that destroys his character. Okay? Crocomom? No, it's not funny. Maybe in 2009 it'd be funny. No, it's not funny anymore. Rocks is Dragon's dad? No, you're going to be messing up the whole pattern, the whole system of the Monkey D family, where one father is a Marine, the son is a Revolutionary Army leader, and the grandson is a pirate. Trying to throw Rocks in there and make him the father of Dragon just completely disrupts that. It's much better if Garp is the biological father of Dragon. Marine, Rev, pirate. That's way better. Plus, like, why? You know, that's the thing. Why? No one can tell you why. Why do you want Rocks to be the father of Dragon? Why? Luffy's already the son of Dragon. He's already the grandson of Shanks. The grandson of Garp. Why does he need to be really related to Rocks? Why? Rock's sister is Dragon's wife. Why? Rock's sister is Dragon's wife. Why? Like, that sounds so overcomplicated. Like, I don't even understand the point. Evil talking like a valley girl was not something I was expecting. Hey, listen, I gotta do my cosplays. I gotta do my mockery. Because you see us Christians, we get mocked every day. Let me mock some fangirls. Egghead, the island of the future. Saint Saturn, sir. Ah, what's happening to him? Ah, let's go. Let's look at that Saturn pack, baby. It tastes like blue sapphire scales. Man, that blue sapphire scales, it hits different. Getting betrayed by your leader, Emu, it hits different. It's like, it tastes better than losing to Luffy pack. You know, getting betrayed by a force of evil, it just hits so much better. This is better than dying to Dragon, better than dying to Luffy. Getting betrayed. You chose to sell your soul to the devil. You chose to do it. You sold your soul to Lucifer. You got into that magic circle. You got into that sorcery, that black magic. This is what you get. This is what you get. Now you're going to the underworld, bro. You're going straight to the underworld. See, you should have repented. You should have accepted the Messiah. Maybe if you accepted and believed and boasted in the Messiah, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But what did you do? You killed the Messiah. The Messiah was born probably in your land, and you said he blasphemed. This is what you get. Look at Garling's clothes. They are all in black like the other Gorsei, so he was chosen by Emu and could be annihilated anytime. Yeah, what I want to see is Garling get his monster form. I think, I was talking about this for many streams, I think the reason that these guys, the Gorsei, get these monster forms, this powerful Haki and monster devil fruit type sash, whatever, is because they are making a blood pact with the devil, just like how these characters did soul contracts with Big Mom, just like how on Kamakura Island, Brooks time skip, they in the official translations, they mentioned selling their soul, devil contract, Lord Satan. They mentioned that. It's official in the story. Satan is an official thing in One Piece, and nobody talks about it. And we know in Enies Lobby, in the official translations, when Saturn used that magic circle, in the official translations, the Marine said a magic circle. It's official. This is something we should be talking about. Oda's cooking something tasty.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Yo, this man Saturn's gonna turn into Moon Man. Where are those medics? Hurry, we need them. Saint Saturn. Oh, Doll's there? What's going on? He's one of the world's overseers. We can't let anything happen to him. Ah, is it some sort of disease? Saint Saturn, tell us, what should we do? Look at that man, Saint Saturn, turned to a pack. Getting turned to a pack. This is what you get for selling your soul. Chat, you'll never catch me selling my soul. You'll never catch me selling my soul. You'll never catch me grooming a Ginny. You'll never catch me doing any of that. This wicked behavior. This is his karma. Ah, no, it can't be Eam or I'm. We got Doll. Don't know his name. Don't know his name. Saturn, I think. What the? Imo-sama! Saturn, Joy Boy was behind that escape, and you allowed it to happen. Moo! Have mercy! How could I anticipate that power foiling us? Look at him, he's getting turned to a pack, baby. Code 1 XYZ, he's getting turned to a pack. Ah! Imusa! Ah! Boom! Big explosion. We got the it looks like Conquer's Haki. Black Lightning. Black Amaterasu from Naruto. Ah! And then he got turned into a skeleton. He's on his Brook type B. And there's no coming back from this one. Yo. There's no coming back from this one. There's no coming back. Yo, what does So Illuminati say, chat? What does So Illuminati say? There's no way out of this one. You're done. There is no way out of this one. You're done. You're done, Saturn. You're fired. You're executed. You've been annihilated. You've been scrubbed. Pause. A skeleton? Clatter. Bro is dead. Looks like we weren't able to move the Labostratum too. That traitor York got in the way. The signal reaches across the globe, so she's still able to connect. But that's better than handing her the whole thing on the silver platter, ain't it? Until the day all of humanity can access our brain, we have to keep it safe. It'll probably be at least 500 years. I assume you used a roaming cloud? You got it. But the whole world will reckon us as Vegapunks, or reckon us Vegapunks are 6 feet under. So it can't so it ain't like we can leisurely tour the world now, right? True. And with no funds or resources, we can't keep inventing either. We'll just have to leave that out of our chat. I cannot read. I am so sorry. I am dyslexic. We'll just have to leave that to our partners. Clasp. Nice. How do we look? Bro, it looks so goofy. This is, yo, just like what I was saying in the spoiler stream. Chat, doesn't this remind you of Punk or Thriller Bark? You guys remember when all the Straw Hats came together to make like one giant figure? Like what do you call it? They all came together. You remember, chat? They all became parts of each other. Now the Vegapunks are doing the same thing. Yeah, Vegapunk docking system. Exactly, Lucas. Chantrell, welcome to the stream. Roberto, welcome in. Someone has a bunch of symbols. I'm gonna call you Symbol Man. Welcome in. We got Eli in the chat. Pokemon Red, welcome back. Did I miss a page? Yo, go to the TCB. How do we look? Absolutely bonkers. Ha ha ha. I see you always admired my lovely proportions, huh? Shut up, you knucklehead. Let's toss York's spare parts out. Ha ha, good thinking. They're creepy. Watharia, come in. Anyone there? This here's Vegapunk. Vegapunk? But I thought you were dead. Kamabaka Queendom. Oh my, how grisly. What's gonna happen? Are we going to die? I don't want to die. No water's gonna kill me. I could swim. To put it bluntly, none of us knew these details. The Void Century covered up a massive war, and that culminated in ancient weapons tech, plunging the world 200 meters deeper into the ocean. Yo, this girl is simping after Koala. Chat, do you guys see this? What's that girl's name? She's like, Koala. Koala, you're so dreamy. You're so dreamy. Look. Young Smokey with the 10. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Loyal King. Young Smokey says, now that Saturn is gone, what the hell is Katarina Devon gonna do? How is taking Saturn's form gonna help them? Maybe it's to control the Seraphim. It could be to control the Seraphim, but then we have to wonder about the, what do you call the microchip that controls the Seraphim? Authority chip? We have to wonder how the authority chip's gonna play into that, because doesn't Katarina Devon need an authority chip? It could be, I was talking about this on the spoiler stream, what if Katarina Devon goes to an island like Wano and cosplays as Saturn? Maybe she doesn't go to Marijua and something like that. She goes to another island that maybe they're not aware Saturn's dead yet. And Katarina Devon cosplays as Saturn on that island and gets what she wants. She pretends to be Saint Saturn. Like, she could show up to Wano and be like, hey, it's the world government. We are the world government. I am Saint Saturn of the Gorsei. You're going to let me do some investigating on this island. And she cosplays as Saint Saturn, grabs Pluton, and leaves. But yeah, that is a fair question, Young Smokey. We do have to wonder how Katarina Devon is going to use this Saint Saturn form if Saint Saturn is dead. I don't think Oda's going to scrap that. I do 100% believe Oda's going to play around with it.
Let him cook.
Impel Down
Let him
2.0.
cook now.
Ahiru, that's her name. What's good, Izanagi? What's good, Tuhin? Yo, chat, can someone drop the link to the chapter? Here, I'll drop the link to the chapter. Wano isn't associated with the world government. Yeah, they're not associated with the world government, but maybe they'll bend the knee. Maybe they'll be scared. They could be scared and be like, you know what? We're not really affiliated with the outside world. We're closed off through the Iron Curtain from the outside world, and maybe they bend the knee. Maybe they're like, fuck it, just let them in. We don't want to have problems. Not only that, but the one who claims the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King, but likely they'll get to wield that devastating power for themselves. All right, chat, what do they mean by this? What do you mean by this? But not only that, the one who claims the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King, they'll likely get to wield that devastating power for themselves. Is that implying that the One Piece is a devastating power? Not only that, but the one who claims the One Piece will not only be crowned Pirate King. So if you claim the One Piece, you become Pirate King. They'll likely get to wield that devastating power for themselves. It's kind of implying that the One Piece is a devastating power, chat. What do you guys think? What are your guys' theories on the One Piece and the devastating power and all that? What do you guys think? What's good, Ria? Welcome to the stream. Red Hair would intervene if the government came for Wano. Well, we can't imagine that Shanks is going to be everywhere, man. Like, Shanks just left Wano not too long ago. I don't think Shanks is going to go back to Wano again. They're just theory crafting. And we got Young Smokey with another 5. Thank you so much, King. If Katarina gains the people's she touched, or gains the people she's touched backstory and memories, then maybe she could give Blackbeard's knowledge to Saturn. Yeah, that's a good theory. It's a fun theory. It's just I don't know if she has that ability. In chat, let me know, yes or no. Do you guys believe that when Katarina Devon takes the form of somebody, she gets all of their memories? Because think about it, Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit is just like Bon Clay's Devil Fruit. But there has to be something that makes Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit better than Bon Clay's. So what is it about Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit that makes it better than Bon Clay's? We know that Katarina's Devil Fruit is a mythical Zoan. So if Katarina Devon can change into people just like how Bon Clay can change into people, what's the point? What's the point of having 2 of the same Devil Fruit? It must be the case that Katarina Devon has an advantage that Bon Clay doesn't. Because either way, they could change into the forms of people and they have to touch them with their hand. So if Katarina Devon doesn't get memories, then what is it that makes her fruit better? There has to be something that differentiates Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit from Bon Clay's Devil Fruit. Koala started by talking about the ancient weapons tech that goes along with the One Piece. Yeah, that is a good argument. But then, like, we know that Uranus is in the hands of the Gorse. We know Pluton is in the hands of Wano. And we know Poseidon is in the hands of Fishman Island. So if you have the One Piece, how would that mean you then get all 3 ancient weapons? How? The Fox transformation? Perhaps that is an answer on how the 2 Devil Fruits are differentiated, but is that like a legit thing? Like, oh, you know, hers is a mythical Zoan and it's so much better because she could turn into a fox. It's like, okay, well, what's so cool about the fox? What's so special about the fox? Like, I'm almost inclined to believe Oda's gonna take another step and make it so Katarina Devon's Devil Fruit has memories, because Blackbeard's crew, they're known for having hacks. You know, they all have hacks. Blackbeard, his crew, they all have these crazy advantages. Furry, the advantage of Katarina Devon's fruit over Bon Clay's fruit is that she could become a furry. She can appease to the people who want Carrot to be a Straw Hat for the past 6 years. Carrot for Nakama. Posting it on Reddit all the time. These furries, bro. These furries, and some of them are obsessed with me. Maybe she can copy Saturn's Devil Fruit / Hockey. Maybe, but I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to believe she could take people's memories. Do you like furries? What did you just say to me? What did you just ask me? Mods, ban him. Now. Just picked up a huge Wano figurine from GameStop. Yo, post that figurine. I want to see it. Ban him for not knowing. Yeah. Don't you know the answer is yes, Matthew? Or is it Mathed? Or Mathis? Maths. Ads were running. Haha, what happened? Nobody tell him what happened. I sent the carrot body pillow. Yo, how dare you speak on me like that, Pokemon Red? You were supposed to be my right-hand man. Yo, Maths, I'm just joking. If you're new here, I'm just kidding. Yo, Evil, this chapter was hype. The One Piece could be anything. The One Piece could be anything, man. But I still gotta say that the One Piece is a statue of Nika. The One Piece is the statue of Nika, the warrior of liberation. Therefore, the Statue of Liberation, aka the Statue of Liberty. The ancient kingdom was a free country, aka a pirate country, because Luffy believes Pirate King is being the most free man, so therefore being a pirate is being free. If there was a pirate country, it would be a free country. And what do you need to symbolize the free country? A Statue of Liberty. I think it's going to be proof that there was a man named Nika. It's going to be proof there was once a pirate country, a free country. That's what I'm going on. The Statue of Liberty. And I have a video about this. You should go check it out. Type in 333VIL One Piece statue or something like that. I make a lot of arguments for the case. The world will sink. We got our boy Sabo. Let's get some Wabos in chat. Let's get some salutes to Wabo. You know we love to see some Sabo action. Sabo is our man. He's our guy. He claims the will of Ace. He is him. He's a serious man. He's done notorious things, showing up to Dressrosa, showing up to Marie-Joie. Sabo is him. In this stream, in this chat, we do not tolerate Sabo slander, okay? We don't. This explains why the first celestial dragons chose to live on the Red Line. It's the highest point on the planet. There's also Tequila Wolf, Vodka Wolf, Rum Wolf, and Bourbon Wolf. This is why they've spent, oy vey. This is why they've spent the last 700 years forsaking slaves to build all those gigantic structures. Oy vey, Ivankov, you know too much. All the pieces are falling into place. You took the words right out of my mouth. Mine too. Vegapunk. Among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. We must hurry and achieve victory for our cause before the people of the world kill each other to secure habitable land. In chat, that is chapter 1125. Thank you guys so much for being here. Drop your ratings in the chat. With a scale, from a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate the chapter, guys? Let me know. There's no break next week. It's a highlight to me. Highlight of the chapter, no break next week. Second highlight, Garling becoming Gorosei. Third highlight, Saturn being smoked on. Great stuff here, guys. I love this chapter. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This is a huge, humongous, pivotal chapter where, again, we have a new Gorosei member. We have the death of a Gorosei member at the hands of Imu. This is an important chapter. This is an historical chapter. This is a phenomenal chapter. Can't speak English. We got a lot of lore. You know, I like to base my chapters and rate my chapters based off of action, beauty, and lore. We got some good action with Saturn being turned into a skeleton, all the black Amaterasu flames and electricity. We got some good art with that too. The cool art of Dragon at the end, the art of Garling sitting in the chair, Garling taking the glasses off. Some good stuff. We see some new celestial dragons, and so it's action, beauty, and lore. The action, action, beauty, lore, and then the lore, of course, as I said, we got some new pivotal historical moments within this chapter. So this is some great stuff, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell if you always want to be notified when we go live and make posts. Thank you guys for being here, man. This is some good stuff. 10, love the part with Saturn dying. 0 out of 10, no Robin. 10 out of 10 story though. Do you like Sneeko? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I agree a lot with. I agree with a lot of what Sneeko says. Man, I cannot speak English today. Chat, it must be because I'm starving. As soon as the stream ends, I need to go make some food. I am starving. I mean, I agree with what some of Sneeko's sentiments are. Not all of them, obviously, but do I like him? I wouldn't say I like him. And I don't really idolize anybody. I idolize no man except that man. I hit the notification bell and it still doesn't work. Yeah, YouTube's trying to blackball me. So yeah, again, chat, thank you so much for being here. I hope everyone's having a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. We're gonna wrap up this stream soon. If you guys have any final theories, any final questions, any final things you notice in the chapter, go ahead and post it in the chat. As soon as I end the stream, I'm gonna go get a meal because I'm starving. I gotta rejuvenate. And you guys should do the same, chat. Go get some water, go get some exercise, go get some sunlight, go get some protein. Take care of yourselves, okay? You're not you when you're hungry. What does your necklace mean? It means I'm diabolical. I'm radiation, bro. I'm a problem to these elites. I know too much. Half of his brain thinking about food. It is. I should have ate before this stream, man. I should have ate. Shanks is the twin brother that's gonna take Garling's place. But my thing is, like, what's the point of Twin Shanks? Like, for the fans, like, it would be crazy, but like, okay, after that, after all the hype and stuff, oh my god, Twin Shanks. Okay, once the hype is settled, what's the point? Couldn't they just have like a brother of Shanks that's not a twin, or like another celestial dragon? Like what's the point? Like I'm not really seeing the deeper underlying reason. Elsa, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you back. Final question, do you think Sabo plus Dragon will work with Luffy to get the One Piece, or will the paths not cross and they get different opponents? I think anything's possible. I think that Dragon and Sabo are going to stay tried and true to the world government, dismantling the world government agenda. I don't think they're going to go to Laugh Tale. I think Sabo is going to be the one during Final War to ultimately defeat Akainu, because Sabo is the brother of Ace. Sure, Luffy's the brother of Ace, sure, but so is Sabo. Not only that, but Sabo inherited Ace's devil fruit. So there's a lot of things that go into that. And I think when Akainu is defeated, it's going to be in Final War of One Piece. And I don't think Luffy's going to fight Fleet Admiral Akainu and then turn around and fight Emu. I don't believe in that. I think Dragon will probably fight one of the Gorosei. I personally think it would be insane if in Final War, Dragon 1v5s the Gorosei. That'd be nuts. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't necessarily think Sabo's going to go to Laugh Tale. I think Laugh Tale, the island, the arc, is going to be an info dump arc. It's going to be at least 20 chapters of lore and information. We know that Odin's flashback was over 15, 16, 17 chapters long. So Laugh Tale with the Devil Fruits, Haki, Will of D, Joy Boy, Davy Jones, Ancient Kingdom, Emu. Yeah, there's so much base, there's so much grounds to cover in that area of One Piece, and I think it's going to take place on Laugh Tale, or at least most of it. JR Raider with the 5, thank you, bro. Seeing the Celestial Dragons flip out about food was great. Do you think Holy Knights get sent out soon? Yeah, I've spoken on this a few times. I do believe Egghead was meant to showcase and hype up and build up the Gorosei. And I think what Oda's going to do is he's going to use Elbaf to hype up, build up the Holy Knights. I don't actually think there's going to be Holy Knights dying on Elbaf or ultimately defeated on Elbaf. I think they're going to be sent to Elbaf and they're going to put in a lot of work. Maybe they fight some of the Straw Hats. Maybe they fight the Giants. They fight the Alliance on Elbaf. I think Oda's going to go that direction to hype up and prop up the Holy Knights as well as the Final War. I think that's what he's going to do. Thank you for the super chat, JR Writer. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, but who knows? We can only guess. We can only make theories. We can only try to predict what's going to happen because Egghead has thrown a lot of curveballs at us. Egghead's just been completely left field. We haven't expected a lot of the stuff in Egghead, man. A lot of the stuff going on in One Piece has just been crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm so excited for Elbaf. I can't wait. What deodorant do you use? What deodorant do you use? Yo, why do you keep asking me what deodorant do I use? It's dry, it's clean linen. So worry about my deodorant. You're lucky YouTube censors. You better hope I don't start streaming on Rumble and Twitter. Because if I start streaming on Rumble and Twitter about One Piece chapters and spoilers, I'm gonna have a potty mouth. Because I love you. I love you too, Nathaniel. We got Young Smokey with the 10. The 10 bomb. Thank you so much, King. I appreciate you. I agree, and this is why I believe Katarina Devon gets the memories, because she is a higher level of fruit than Bon Clay. Just like Akainu being higher grade than Aces. Exactly. Good super chat. Good super chat, good theory, good take, Young Smokey. You made a perfect analogy. We have Ace, the Marimar no Mi, I should say. His devil fruit is weaker, or it's a lower form of Akainu's magma fruit. We have Monet, the bird lady from Punk Hazard. Her snow fruit is a lower version of Aokiji or Kuzan's ice fruit. We see many examples of this throughout One Piece. So again, if Bon Clay and Katarina Devon both have devil fruits where you use your hand and you turn into somebody, you have to wonder what makes them different. Especially, again, Katarina Devon's version, her devil fruit is a mythical Zoan. So there has to be something big, something substantial that makes her devil fruit better. And the more I think about it, it might be that Katarina Devon, her fruit being a mythical Zoan, it allows her to adopt the memories of the person she forms into. I think that's one of the most probable things. Because other than that, like, what's a good answer? Like, oh, she turned into a fox. That's like, it's like, okay, a fox, who cares? Like, what does that matter? You know? Saturn, you missed Joy Boy. Now he'll continue his journey straight until history repeats himself. Yeah, that's pretty much what goes on. And Matilda, you're right. I'm excited for the Scandinavian lore, the Norse mythology, Nordic mythology. It's going to be great. Whoa. I'm not going to read what I just said or what I just saw. Look, Google Rui Jingu Bang. Maybe the One Piece so Luffy can fight against sword wielders who get the One Piece will wield that devastating power. Okay, I'll check that out after stream. All right, but chat, we're going to wrap up the stream here. Again, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope everyone here has a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. We're going to be back next week for 1126 short summary spoilers, as well as chapter 1126 long summary spoilers, as well as chapter 1126 chapter reaction. We're going to be doing all of the above. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to do more cooking, more reacting. It's going to be a great time. So make sure, if you're new, guys, just subscribe. It only takes a second. It's free. And to those of you who haven't, you guys should follow me on other social media networks, okay? I'm going to put my link tree in the chat right now. I have the same exact username on pretty much every website. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, TikTok. It is the exact same username. I talk about conspiracy theories. I talk about aliens. I talk about WEF. I talk about rap music. I talk about Christianity. I talk about all sorts of things that you guys can learn about. And it's been a total blast. I just hit 300 followers on Twitter. Just know, if you guys go and follow me on these platforms, you have to go into it with thick skin. Try to read through what I'm talking about and try to understand why I have the positions that I do, because I don't have the positions that I do for no reason. I'm a firm believer in doing real research. I'm a firm believer in looking into true history, and you guys should join me on this mission. You know, One Piece is about uncovering the lies of mainstream media, uncovering the lies of the elites, uncovering the truth of our history. And that's an important message, an important theme that Oda's trying to get across to the fans. It's very evident with so many cases, many such cases in One Piece. But again, with that being said, thank you so much to everyone who subscribed, everyone who watched the stream, everyone who supported in every which way that they could. Thank you so much. I truly, truly thank you. Make sure you guys get some water, some good protein. I recommend chicken, some lean chicken. It tends to be low in fat, high in protein. Go get some chicken, go get some rice, some greens, some vegetables, some broccoli. Take care of yourself, get some exercise. I love you all. Have a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Never give up on your goals. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your pursuit. Whatever you find to be most passionate and fun to you, try your best to figure out how to monetize it in a healthy way. Create a plan on how you could use that hobby, that passion of yours, to again make a healthy monetization method for it. Then act on it, execute it, and you guys can accomplish anything, and you guys will live happy, healthy lives doing what you love, not being a slave, not being a goyim, not being a cog in the machine. And that's what I want for you guys. I want everyone to live amazing lives because you all deserve it. And I'm led by only one person. I'm only inspired and influenced by one person. Okay, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Have a wonderful day. I love you all.